Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz, playing a little bit more Jurassic World Evolution today, and rather excitingly, hopefully, we're going to go to the second island and see what that's like. So I've just picked this island up here, where is it? Isla Muerta. What was the first one called? Isla Manticeros. So yeah, so it took me a little while to actually find this screen and figure out how to go between the islands, but there we go, another little minor niggle with the game. So, let's head to Isla Muerta. Let's see what this island's like. Hopefully, we'll like it a little bit more than the Manticeros. Which again doesn't make too much sense because
weather on this island can be a little temperamental.
the islands are very close together.
What I want to do is
Very close together.
damage this storm has caused. You should use a ranger team to get the park operational again. Oh, and don't forget to close any emergency shelters when it's safe to do so. Guests won't spend their hard-earned dollars huddled in a bunker underground.
That must have been quite the storm.
I see.
And it seems that bad weather is often a precursor to bad behavior from the dinosaurs. If you believe that everything is connected, the so-called butterfly effect, and I do believe it, by the way, then one small change is all it takes to create a series of toppling dominoes leading to rampaging dinosaurs. And they don't make a butterfly net big enough to stop them.
So I don't...
That
that
looks
requires
expensive.
power.
You should get that fixed, and soon. A ranger team is equipped for that.
And how... Add task is disabled because it hasn't got any power. And it hasn't got any power because this is disabled. Can I just drive it over there and fix it myself? I've got no idea what it is. So this? That's the creation lab. So there it is, over there, isn't it? How do I just do that? Okay.
Storm is passing, but stay alert. Repair in progress.
We may as well drive around and repair the rest rather than doing it with the automatic task queuing system. Whilst we're here. Hang on, back up, sunshine.
Repair work started. Repair reported. Control relinquished.
I'm not sure we actually have any dinosaurs, do we? How do you get to the views? That's the one I wanted. Dinosaurs. Zero. Zero dinosaurs. So now that the storm has passed, we can close all shelters?
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience experienced during our recent...
Is that what they wanted us to do?
anomalous event.
Can we open in the event of emergency? Yes. Okay. Slightly confused on the worded, but we got there. So, that's the Jeep going back. Everything is fixed. I can't zoom out anymore, which is a little frustrating. I'd like to see how big the spaces we can actually build in. That is the maximum. You just pick a random fence. So it does go down here. Also, it's relatively big, this one. Build a little enclosure down there or something. Well, that is it then, though. Yeah, so not much of the island you can actually use again. Got some space up here for hotels and stuff, I guess, and all that sort of stuff. Goes up here as well. So we could definitely put another enclosure behind the park in that direction. Okay, so, excuse me. What do we have? 2 creation labs, ranger station, emergency shelter, and a small power station. What does this even do?
Storm defense stations help protect your park's structure against storm damage.
How?
Useful, huh?
Protect nearby buildings against damage. Okay. Not sure how that magically works, but fine. Fine, whatever. So we've got 2 very small enclosures here. Maybe suggesting that's all we really need. So we have the same dinosaurs available to us, which is nice. And it's all the same percentages as well, I think, isn't it? So let's incubate a couple of these. Now what do we put over in this one? A couple of the Edmontosaurus, maybe? I think the Triceratops might be a little too big. Or the Dracorex? It's hard to tell how big they are, really, isn't it? Is there a good bit of forest in there? I can't remember. A little bit. We could always put some more in. Let's do the Edmontosaurus. Well, that is very expensive. Well, they're not far off. We have a couple of dinosaurs ready to release. I do not care. Which is great. Might even make a couple of more. I'm still releasing in progress. So we need to build some things, don't we? That's what we need. So we need an expedition center, because we don't seem to have an expedition center. Bizarrely. So where can we fit this in? May as well put it about as far away from everything as we can, right? Let's put it there. Yes, connect the path up, I know. Then we need to extend the power up there. And if we put that there. Where's that going to be? Hold on, let's put it there. There you go, now you have power. How much power do we have? We have 5 power left. It is not much power at all. Do we still have the upgrades and stuff that we unlocked on the last island? Yes we do, okay. That's kind of cool. Incubation failed. Dang. Let's do another one. So the expedition center is done. Let's send an expedition out. Same. It is all the same, isn't it? Okay. Oh, Velociraptors though. And Dilophosaurus. Cool. I wouldn't mind getting the ones we have up a little bit though. Particularly the... Oh, they're new as well, aren't they? The Dracorex, I think in particular. Dracorex and Triceratops. So let's do that one. And then what else do we need to build? A research center we need. We've got a ranger. We need an ACU as well. Let's build the research center. Stick it up here again. That'll do. Pop that there. Of course we're out of power, aren't we? Oh, you idiot. Let's build another power station, I guess. Which itself requires power? Of course it does. Let's connect that up. Now we should be okay with power once that's done. We have this other one ready to go. Failed again. Oh my god, I can't afford to do that again. I ran out of money already. Just $2 million just absolutely rinsed through. There's not much we can really do about it, is there? Not much we can really do about it. Apart from the usual tactic of just wait around a bit. Or 2 enclosure items. Heavy steel fences. And a viewing platform. It costs 2 million to research, is that? Jesus. Okay. We've got a monorail as well, which also costs 2 million to research, so I guess that shall also wait. This is going to take some time. Oh, they haven't got any food. Ha 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 ha. I can't afford food. Oh dear, they're going to die. They are going to die. Don't have any of the missions available yet. Can we just pop back to this island and do stuff? Well, just do the islands carry on while you're not on them? So it's got 75,000 at the moment. So if we pop back to Isla Muerta, that looks like it's gone up, doesn't it? Which means we can go here and get stuff researching because we've actually got money to do it. Right? Does that work? Okay, so here we are back in Manticeros. Let's have a look at the expedition map. Does this have the additional... It does have the additional velociraptors and stuff on. Interesting. Interesting and kind of odd as well, really. Let's do that one a second. So if we go to the fossil center, are the fossils shared between sites? Oh, no, I probably shouldn't have done that, should I? At least 2 operational fossil centers required to extract DNA. What? Not sure I understand that at all. Where is the research center? See, the same thing's available here. We've actually got money, though.
Advance our work here in the science division.
So... we probably actually need this sort of stuff, don't we? Yeah, let's do that. How weird that everything is shared, but your money isn't. So you have to flip between things to do it properly. It's such a bizarre way of doing it. Such a bizarre way of doing it. So if we take a quick look, that's the wrong thing, quick look at our other island. Money has gone up, but not very much. That might have just been from when I was actually just trying to swap islands in the first place. So I'm not sure it does do that. I'm guessing this is done by now? Very nearly. So that's that done. Let's get the other medical treatment done. This dude's still gone. He's just coming back. So let's send him out again. And then we'll go back to the other island, I guess.
With everyone in entertainment, including me.
So let's send him out somewhere else. Let's just do that one again, because I need Triceratops and the Dracorex. Something to sell. Something else we can. At least 2 operational fossil centers. Why do you need 2 centers? Okay, so let's pop back to the other island and see if... Wrong button again. Yeah, it hasn't gone up, so it doesn't go up if you're not there. Well, that research is just done, so before we go back, let's get someone else researching. I mean, lots of things are useful, but what I should probably do here is something expensive. I don't think we care about the monorail at the moment. But both of these would be nice. Let's do apparently we've got 2 research centres, so it's counting the research centres across both sites. It's because we haven't got a fossil centre on the other site. Right, so we need to buy a fossil centre on the other site as well, which we cannot afford. Did I not just tell you to? Did that not work like that? Why didn't that work?
Resupply request acknowledged.
Right, so let's go to the other island. And I guess just spend some time doing not much. So here we are in Manticeros again. And we just need to wait. We just need to wait until we've got more money. There's just nothing we can do. So I will... I just can't do anything. Go to fossils. Facility not built. Even though there's one on the other island. They should all be connected. You shouldn't need to have different things on different islands to even look at fossils. That's kind of winding me up a bit, really. But I shall just spin some time up. I'll just stand here because we can't spin it up at all, so I'll just wait. And I'll cut the video here for a bit, so we'll be back in a bit when I've actually got a bit of money to build, I guess, a fossil centre to start with. How much are they? 400,000. Fantastic. How long is that going to take, I wonder? Who knows? Back in a bit. Okay, so we are back for a little moment at least. So I actually started the island again. Shortly after I left you, I just started the island again from scratch, and I've done it a little bit differently. I haven't built the expedition and research centres yet. I built the same power station. I built an ACU centre, because I thought if someone to get sick or escapes, we're going to need that there. And then I put the upgrades on this one here and got 2 Edmontosaurus. And in this one here, I got 4 of the Struthiomimus. And then I went to the control room and I requested a contract, which is these little missions down here. And the first one I got was to expedition for a small and medium herbivore fossil. So I need to build a expedition center. At the time, I had literally no money. I had like 40 grand or something. This one here was another one I requested. This was one that come up just like it does. So I need to build a fossil center as well for that. I have just spent, it's been about 17 minutes since I left you guys. So take out the time it took to restart and build these bits again. It's probably been a little under 15 minutes. I've been sat watching this tick up over 400,000, and I've done nothing else apart from watch that tick up over 400,000. Because the problem at the moment I have is I can build the expedition center, which costs 400,000, but I then need to build the power and the line to connect it to, so that's another like 30,000. And then to do an expedition, that costs like 75,000 as well. So it's not exactly something you can just easily bang out. So let's try and put this back roughly where it was, stuck in the corner somewhere. Connect a path. Yeah, the waiting aspect of the game is by far the worst thing. I don't know who it was in Frontier who decided that they wouldn't have an option to speed it up or anything like that. But it's a terrible decision, to be honest. Like, I literally just spent 15 minutes doing nothing. I can't even go back to the other island and do stuff there. Because I don't know if that's going to... If I go there and do the Velociraptor gene on the other island, does that push this one up? Because they have different contracts. So do you have to do that on this island, or does that matter? Can I do an expedition for this on the other one and pop back and the contract will be done? I don't know. And I'm confused as to why everything, all your research and dinosaurs are shared, but your money isn't. It's surely the same park, right? It's just weird. Some weird decisions have been made in this game. So, in fact, let's try that then. So we need to do an expedition for a small or medium herbivore fossil. So let's pop back to the other island. And we'll see, I don't know, we'll see what's going on. So we are back on Manticeros. So time doesn't spin up when you're not on the islands. So this expedition is still out at the moment. We still can't do these fossils because we don't have 2 sites. We do have another Triceratops, so we'll do that. I still don't know if the fossils are shared between sites because I haven't got a fossil center on the other one yet. There should be a ranger on the way to refill. Oh, there is. He's there. Okay, good, good, good. Don't know what's taken him so long to do it, but he is there. Okay. So again, we can't really do anything here apart from just wait. This is still doing that. This expedition is still somewhere out. Where is it? Oh, it's not out. What? But he's not there. But they're available. Well, that's weird, isn't it? So if we go for... Let's go for that one. I'm assuming we will get at least... Because how many have we got at the moment? We've got 4, right? We've got 4. At least 1 small to medium herbivore, I'm assuming we're going to get. I guess I could do other stuff here, but do I need to do other stuff here? I don't really know. I do have dinosaurs there. I've got the Dracorexes. I don't really have any space to build another. I suppose I could put another enclosure in there, couldn't I? Oh, no, I have one there. I do have one there. Silly me. That's the Triceratops. So there's this area down here is where I could fit another one, but it's going to be a dodgy little area, basically. I could always split this one in 2, I guess. But then, oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. How are you going to get to 5 stars in this place? You're going to have to make some of these enclosures smaller. Definitely gone a bit overboard. But there we go. So you still off? You're still off. You're still researching. Oh my word. So we'll just wait, I guess. Just look around the park. Look for these Dracorexes. Where are they? Where are they? Well, they're in the water. Fair enough. There's our majestic Triceratops. Yes, indeed. Roar. So we got some more fossils. Some we can just sell for money, but we're not going to. Well, then again... Oh. Yeah, no, I suppose we are going to, aren't we? Because there's no point in having that right now. But I got a couple of what I'm pretty sure are...
This contract can really help our bottom line.
Yeah, okay.
You find anything interesting? I want to know about it. If you don't tell me, I'll find out about it anyway.
That's still going?
Make the right one.
Might as well send this guy off somewhere else. It'd be nice if it told you here, like what it is you have and what it is you need and stuff. Like the Struthiomimus, I've got 100% on, so it'd be nice if I just had like a little chart which told you what your current genome rating was for each of them. Let's just do that one again for now. And let's pop back to the other island again. It'd be nice if this was a bit quicker as well. I've been cutting the reload screens out, but would be nice if they're a bit quicker. So we are back on Isla Muerta, and it does not count. The expedition for small and medium herbivore fossil does not count if you do it on the other island, which I guess makes sense, but then how does this work? If I research Velociraptor on the other island, that's got to go up, surely. Oh, it's the same dig team. Oh. So even though I've got two, it's the same team. Even though I've got two and two helicopters, it's the same team. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Just doesn't make any sense at all how this game works. I can see why they've disconnected the islands to make it more balanced, I guess. So you just don't have like, what do they have, like 4 million when it came to this island on the first one? So you don't just have an extra 4 million in your budget, but either they're completely disconnected or they're sharing their resources. Not this weird middle of the ground thing they're doing. It's so bizarre. So bizarre. So there is nothing I can currently do. I need to build a fossil center, which is going to be another $400,000. So I guess I'm just going to wait again for another 10 minutes and wait for this to get to 400,000. Because I have no options. No, not really. Alright, well, I'll be back in a bit then, I guess. Okay, so we're finally here with enough money to build the fossil center. So we did the don't lose power for 10 minutes contract. I requested another one and luckily got this one here, which is fewer than 4 guests killed by carnivores in 4 minutes. Which would be a horrible 4 minutes if I'd managed to not do that, considering I have no carnivores. So I did drive around with the Ranger and take some pictures. The problem being I've only got 2 species, so the first picture you get like $1,000 for, second one you get $200 for, then you get $100, then you're down into like $50, $60, $40, and it just becomes a waste of time, really. So I made a little bit of money from that, but not too much. So let's get this fossil center built. And see if it does share fossils between the parks. Which I'm assuming it does if it shares the dig teams, right? Has to, surely. So that's basically all of our money gone again. Yay. Let's wait for this to finish, wait for this to finish, wait for this, just waiting again. I didn't really time how long that one took. It must have been a good 10 minutes. I was just dossing around, driving around in the Jeep. I was about to start flying around in the helicopter until that quest finished and pushed me over the 400,000. Because I got like 100, was it 100 or 125,000 for that quest? So I'd still be waiting otherwise if that hadn't finished. So power is getting there. We're down to about 39 power left, which is fine, really. There are some upgrades we could put on some things, which might not hurt. They take a little bit of power as well, but we don't really have enough money at the moment to worry about it. What we can do, of course, is just wait till something happens and then put the upgrade on. Same with that one as well, yeah. Tell me you're built. Right, you're finally built. View fossils. So the fossils are shared between the two sites. You don't have any additional space. You don't have any additional space, even though you now have 2 fossil centers. You still only have 8 slots. That doesn't make any sense. If I spend $400,000 on a new building, I fully expect that to have more space. It's crazy. It's crazy. So that still doesn't count towards the expedition for a small or medium fossil. So let's just send this dude out somewhere. Insufficient fossil capacity. So he can't even come back. Because I've got... So weird. So weird. Such a weird way of doing it. Well, let's do these 5,000 ones, because they're cheap. And therefore, hopefully, also quick. not entirely sure what to do, to be honest, in terms of the series as it stands. Do I want to carry on is kind of the question. I did say we'd take a look at the second island, which we have. And I can't say I'm enjoying the way it does the second island.
You've proved that. Thanks.
Well, that's just some money, so that's good. We can get rid of that. That also counts as that quest done, so we're about to have another one done as well, so that's another 100,000. So that's also good.
Word is that you wrapped up the contract successfully. That's the kind of progress we're
That's
looking
correct.
for.
Go away. So we can now go and request some more contracts.
Always a pleasure to work with you.
Another Ankylosaurus fossil. That's a nice easy one. Request another
I've always
contract.
considered myself a bit of an adventurer
can't yet.
and a lot of a luxury hotel fan, huh?
We can't yet. Okay.
So enjoy your time in the dirt.
But we can send someone off for an Ankylosaurus. Then which is just the Ankylosauruses then no. So let's do this one. Hopefully that'll do at least one of them. I'll do the Triceratops because that's close to being full. So that means if we do get any after that, we can just sell them. We have plenty of Ankylosaurus on the way. Dracorex will do as well. Same deal. We need to start going towards the Velociraptor at some point, but getting to 60% is going to mean a lot of expeditions. In fact, what I do want to do is I'm going to pop back to the other island again and watch another loading screen again. And I want to... I'm going to have to wait for that bloody expedition team to come back, annoyingly. I can also do some more fossil, because that doesn't make sense. I can go to this one and kick off like 6 fossil extracts using the money from this one, and then it'll clear the fossils from the other island as well. It's just such a weird disconnect. If I go to this fossil center and look at the fossils, yeah. So I can use this one to spend money to extract all of those. So weird. And this is a shared expedition, so he's already off, so I'll wait until he comes back to do the Velociraptor. Whilst we're waiting though, we should be able... Oh, because that doesn't... So time with the fossil centres goes by the same on both islands, but the research doesn't. I wonder if I built a research centre on the second island, if that would then join them together in the same way that the expedition and the fossil centre are joined. So we'll wait a little while for this expedition to come back, wait for this to clear as well so we can get some more research going. Let's have a fly around, shall we? Why not? Why don't I have a camera? Why don't I have a camera in this? I'm not even going to bother attempting to photograph the two-head Montosaurus. Because it seems to be... I have not yet... Even all those photos I took on the other island whilst I was just waiting for some money to come in, not a single one got a multiple dinosaur bonus. So I don't know... I don't know how that works. Like, not a clue. Right, so this is... back. So let's go to the fossils first. I'll leave that there because I can sell that on the other island, which just again is so weird. We can do that. And what I want you to do is go and get a Velociraptor and extract it and see if that moves on the quest on the other one. Oh yes, it's the Dilophosaurus as well, wasn't it? Oop. Well, let's do that. Hopefully this research is now done. No, still 2 minutes remaining. I don't understand that. That has been on 2 minutes remaining. It feels for about 4 years at this stage. So let's wait for this expedition to come back. How long has that got? That's got 2 minutes, and you can actually see it moving, so it actually is just 2 minutes. So let's have a bit more of a fly around, shall we? What happens if you get to the edge of the park? $200,000 a minute I'm making in this park. Yeah, I can't use that money elsewhere. Well, you can just fly past. Oh, no, there's the limit. And it just flings you back in towards your park. Oh, I can't spin around. I can't spin right around it. It locks when it gets to 180 degrees. I feel like this has been a kind of a negative video, but I'm feeling kind of negative about the game, to be honest, which is such a shame. I was so looking forward to this game, but it's just got some very weird choices. Let's just leave that. That's still not back yet. Is this done? Is it going up? I'm not entirely convinced it's doing anything. I think maybe because I have a second island, but I don't have a research center on the second island, it seems to have got stuck. I don't know. It seems to be stuck, doesn't it? How long for this? Dig team is returning. New viable genome, which is wonderful. So let's... A couple of things we can sell, which is nice. We've got a bit of Velociraptor as well. Let's do the 5,000 one.
I'm marking that contract as closed. Great job.
And once this is done, we'll pop back to the second island again and see if that's moved on the contract on the second island. Which it has to have. It has to have. And because it has to have, I'm going to start that going as well. I don't know what else we can really do to this island either. How can we improve it? Make the enclosure smaller, I suppose, isn't it? We're back to that again. That means more Hammond centers. There's just not enough space to do anything on this island. Winds me up. Right. Oh, so it's actually done. Just done a bit. Okay, cool. Let's go to the second island and see what's going on there. Okay, so back on Isla Muerta. So it has moved on the Velociraptor genome. It hasn't obtained the Ankylosaurus fossil, though, even though we have several and have researched several, because we didn't obtain it whilst we were on this particular map. Again, super weird. So let's get that going. If we go to the fossil center, we should have a few things we can sell now. Which will give us a lovely boost to our money. We can also request another contract. No, we can, because it's not been a minute on this island since the last one. So I have a few things. How is this looking? Triceratops is doing pretty good. The Edmontosaurus, we've got Edmontosaurus, haven't we? So I might look towards getting the Triceratops done, maybe. So that's going to cost us about 500,000 to do the fence and the Hammond Center and stuff. So there's not much space there. But there's a fair bit of space the other side of it once we get there. So we could build like some hotels and stuff along here. And then have some enclosures over this end. That's what we'll do there. I say this like I'm going to get to that stage. I thought, because I'm trying to build one on this side, but It's got such a big footprint, hasn't it? There's nothing I can really do there. She's just going to have to be down this way, doesn't it? So, let's pop one down here. Ooh. If we do it like here. And then build, let's do a gate straight. No, that'd be silly. Let's do a fence. And we'll leave a little bit of space for viewing platforms and stuff along the side.
Which means I'm not gonna try.
We've got a bit of space here for other hotels and stuff, I guess. So we don't want to make it too big. Let's put the gate in there. I'd like to immediately build a viewing platform as well. Or viewing gallery, I should say. I thought I had to connect to a fence. They do. But it won't. Put it down there. That gives you a nice bit of coverage as well, really, doesn't it? So if we put it there. Connect that up. And then we need some power. So we need to build a substation that's going to hopefully cover both of those. Looks like it should, doesn't it?
This opportunity is solid and can really help the entertainment division. So please consider it.
I don't even have the option to get that fossil yet, so no, that'd be ridiculous, mate. But I do want to get another contract on the other hand. Let's do a security one.
It's a dangerous world.
Reach 50,000 profit a minute. I can't be far off that, surely. Surely when I get the Triceratops in there, that's going to be sorted. So this needs some water.
New ways to take care of our dinosaurs rather than just the cash. But even for Blue, well, dino kibble ain't cheap.
And it needs a feeder, which I can't actually quite afford yet. So there's no way I can actually build the Triceratops yet. Dang, dang, dang. Anything I can sell in here? Yes, lovely. A couple of those I don't really need yet. Let's go after this Velociraptor, shall we? Oh, but I just spent $90,000. Damn it. And we'll play the waiting game again, because that's how we roll. Okay, actually, I'm going to leave that there. It's been about an hour and 10 minutes been recording. I had no idea how much actual usable footage I've got because I've had to skip so much. But I've just realised the Triceratops cost $308,000 to create. And I think the Velociraptor is going to be similar as well. So it's going to be so long till I can actually have enough money to release anything. That is, I just can't. I can't. So unless there is an overwhelming demand from you guys, and of course if there are a couple of people that pop up and say they'd like to see the series continue, I'm more than happy to do a bit more and see how it goes. But as it stands, I think I'm going to leave this series here. I'm not particularly enjoying the game. I don't like some of the weird decisions they've made. Like, I don't know if you mentioned it before. I don't know if it came up first when I read somewhere, but if you get really high up with one of these factions, the other guys will try and sabotage you. So they're trying to make this sort of semi-realistic Jurassic World Park simulator, but then your own teams will try to sabotage you. And maybe that's not true. Maybe I did just read it somewhere. Maybe it's actually rubbish, but it's something that I saw. And the way that the islands are vaguely connected but not, is just so weird. So weird. Like, why isn't it something that, like, once you have your second island, on your first island, as it still expects you to go back there and get the more stars and stuff, why doesn't it have it set so you can funnel a percentage of your profits to the other islands? So you don't just have access to one big money pot, which is exactly how it should work, but there we go. But say you could funnel 30% of your profits from the first island to this one instead. So you don't have the money available on the first island either, so you have to be a bit careful, but it's available on the second. Why isn't that a thing? Like, seriously. Kind of weird company would leave an island in this state where they can't do something when the other island's got millions of dollars. So weird. So yeah, as it stands, I'm going to leave this series here. It's not often, in fact this might be the first one outside of a quick look, or outside of an early access game which hasn't got an ending yet. It's not often I stop a series before the game's finished. But I did say very early on that that might be the case with the game. I never really set myself up for a full series on it. If I enjoyed it, it would have happened, but unfortunately I just cannot get into it. I just don't. It's just such weird decisions they've made. Like I said, if there are a couple of people out there that really want to see me carry on, then, you know, why not? Why not? If it's what people want to see, I will carry on until I can no longer force myself to boot the game up anymore. I mean, like the other island, once I got some money and it got a bit more enjoyable, it's just this waiting as well. The waiting, the island management, just two terrible decisions on Frontier's part. And it's such a shame, because I loved Elite and I loved Planet Coaster. Two games I thought were brilliant. They flawed, but in easily excusable, ignorable ways, where the game itself was enough fun that I didn't mind. Like Elite Dangerous, it's full of a lot of waiting. But you're in a ship in space, so if a planet's 40 light minutes away, it's 40 light minutes away. It's going to take you a while to get there. It didn't seem like it was outside the realms of possibility that that's how it would actually work if you were flying a spaceship around. Whereas this seems, yeah, weird decisions made to try and balance the game, and it's just odd. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there. If you have enjoyed the video, regardless of your opinions or my opinion of the game, please do click the like button. It really is appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, of course, any questions or comments, leave them down below and I get back to you as soon as I see them. Like I said, if you do really want to see me continue, do let me know and I will certainly consider it at the very least, if nothing else. Don't forget we stream Wednesdays at 6 PM, so come along and say hello there, streaming Kingdom Come Deliverance. So really appreciate if you could pop along and say hello, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, I will see you next time in, well, I don't know actually. Maybe in Jurassic World, but probably in something else, so we'll see. As always, thank you very much for joining me.